Welcome back to Underway Drifting and Dreaming. I'm Jennifer, and my husband Jim and I left Key West in April of 2024 for the America's Great Loop. Here we are cruising into St. Louis on the Mississippi River. We were very fortunate to have a buddy boat. Lala 3 took our picture in front of St. Louis Arch. What a spectacular sight to see the St. Louis Arch from the Mississippi River. We're going to continue to cruise down to Hoppies, Marina, and have the mile-high apple pie in town. We're looking forward to the rest of the day, seeing eagles fly. We had breathtaking views all the way down the Mississippi. And here is Hoppies. It is a barge that's on the side of the river and has been here since the 30s. In the fall, the water level is very far down. You can see the sandy beach there. In the spring, with the snow melt, there's more water coming down the river, but there is a lot of water flowing down the river. Here, the truck is the pivot point for the barge, and there are several anchors. There's nothing to worry about. We are heading out for a walk. Raining full moon at the Mississippi River beach. I do need to go put my toes in there and come back. Train is going by. Somebody's going for a canoe trip. So I'm gonna climb the levee here. I bet you the water in the spring comes all the way up here. You can see the erosion over here and tree stumps. Leaves are changing. What a grade. We'll make it to the top. We went right next door to the Anheuser house. This has been here since the estate was left to the town, so everybody could enjoy it. We also walked into town and enjoyed the mile-high apple pie and the town itself. So everywhere we go along the river, there is nowhere to put your feet in. I'm going to put my feet in the Mississippi River. So I'm going to walk down here. I'm at Hoppies Marina, which is famous to stop at. It's been around, I think, since the 30s. The great-grandparents owned it, and then the grandparents, and then the husband and wife that own it now. Or they don't own it, they run it. Oh, the sand is soft. I just slid down. Need to watch for lines. There's another mooring line there, the barge. All right, we'll find out if the water's, I'm sinking in. If the water's cold, I'm sinking in the sand. Ooh, sinking in. Ooh, it's pretty chilly. All right, so the Anheuser estate is right here. How pretty is this? All right, I'm gonna walk back up and grab my shoes. It's time for us to get underway. The other boats just left. All right, there's the Cetus. We're gonna go ahead and get her started up. I'm gonna go ahead and take off the water and electric lines. Jim called the tug ahead of us and told him we were gonna pass them. And all of a sudden we saw two deer that were trying to swim across to the other side of the river. And the deer thought better of it and turned around. So they're really being carried by the current, but you can see their two little heads up. I think they were bucks. And I'm just going to watch them. I do watch them all the way to the beach. But just amazing that these two little creatures were going to swim across the river. Maybe they'll try again after we go by. one.
Saw two deer.
Two deer swimming. Saw some castles and mansions.
Some eagles.
Oh, I saw a lot of eagles today.
Canoe.
Oh, the guy that launched from the canoe from Hoppies. We are almost to KasKaskia Lock, and that's where we're going to stay for this evening.
37 minutes.
37 minutes. There's 5 barges across, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deep. It's a 25 pack.
25 pack. Unless he's got one on the hip, it'd be 26.
Let's see. It's amazing. It looks like they're empty. They have a high freeboard. He's going against the wind and against the current. How fast is he going on the AIS?
4 or 5.
4.5 miles?
He churning.
Alright, we'll check back in and see what his prop wash looks like. Just amazing that displace all that water. Tammy Outlaw. There is your prop wash. We're gonna look at behind her or ahead of us, and you can see it downriver. We have another tug down here.
Alright, stand back.
Yes, sir. Pleasure Craft southbound. See you coming around the corner with barges. What side would you like us up for?
I'll be fine. Just keep coming like you.
Alright, one whistle. See us.
We stayed at the KasKaskia Lock and Dam. We rafted off to Lala 3. Didn't get off the boat. There was nowhere to go. It was just a lovely evening. This is the next morning, about 7 a.m. We're gonna, as soon as this boat goes by and there's a barge coming into lock, we're going to go ahead and take off the lines and head south. Here's Lala 3. So very gracious, they allowed us to tie up. Two tugs in front of us with a dredge operation, and then right next to the lock and dam is a campground. How beautiful is this? I would like to say we're going super fast. It's just very windy. I thought it was neat. The train is going over the bridge. This is the second anchorage. The first one, it was just too windy, and the wind was out of the south and the current was heading south, so it just didn't make sense to anchor. So this is our second anchorage attempt on the Mississippi. The winds died down. It was still a little windy, but look at that current. The Mississippi has a lot of water flowing. Good morning from somewhere on the Mississippi River. Last night, as we came into this Anchorage, it was blowing 30 knots. We didn't see anything over 31. Right now, people are starting up their generators. A tugboat over at the grain elevator. And you can see the current going past that buoy. We have anchored in many different locations. Coastal with tides, high tide, low tide, but this is really different. I'm not focusing here. Beautiful sandy beaches. In the fall, the river's so far down. It's amazing. This is Nero going into an S-turn. Trees still have probably another 15 to 30 days before autumn foliage changed. Jim is passing tugboat on the one. It's called the Motor Vessel Breeze, B-R-E-E-S. How fast are we going, Jim?
We're doing 10.3 knots over the ground.
Oh my goodness. That's quick.
We're bounded down on mile mark 1 on the upper Mississippi.
We're getting closer to leaving Missouri. Illinois is still there on our port side. And Kentucky is straight ahead. And we got Jolly Rogers up on the bow. That's Jolly Rogers with one eye. And then the good stuff is right behind us. He's right on our stern. You can see him through the window there. Kind of looks like he's going to pass us also, but we'll see if he comes alongside. It will be. We are leaving the Mississippi for the Ohio. So we have that good push coming down the Mississippi. Nice current. You can even see the eddies in the water here. We're going to turn and go up the Ohio River. Defiance Point. I think there's a fort over there, Fort Defiance. Tug was waiting for the tug we just passed. And the land in front of us is Kentucky. If I turn back to the right, say goodbye to Missouri. Still, Illinois has been with us for, I think today's the 22nd. So October 1st, we arrived in Illinois. Here we go. Let's get a look up
turbidity. It looks a little bit clearer, but the turbidity is the clarity of the water. I'm gonna come over here on the other side of the boat so I'm not in Jim's way. Make sure you can see around me. And the good stuff is making his turn behind us. See him swing a little bit with the current there. Kind of makes you feel like you're going to swing all the way around. Oh, look at him swing. Guess maybe I was a little too high because I'm watching. We had another trawler with us, a sailboat that we towed in. We'll put them in tow again today and get them through the lock. We're at the Olmsted Lock.
This past week has been amazing. Anchoring on the Mississippi. I will never forget the high winds and the current. Tying up on KasKaskia River at the lock and dam was another experience. Just the Mississippi, it's just, the amount of water that's flowing is just amazing. We turned and headed upriver on the Ohio. Again, spectacular views in the Olmsted Lock here. Awesome. This is one of the newer locks that we went through. I think it opened in 2018. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch our videos. We very much appreciate you joining us for the America's Great Loop. We will be making more.